Good day, students. Welcome to Grade 10 Science, and I am your teacher, Sir Raymond Balansay. Today's lesson is a theory of continental drift. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to achieve these learning competencies. Describe the possible causes of plate movements, and enumerate the lines of evidence that support plate movements. The continental drift. In 1912, the German scientist Alfred Wegener proposed a radical theory and hypothesized that all the Earth's land masses had once been connected, but had been drifted apart ever since. He came up with a theory of continental drift after observing how all the Earth's land masses seemed to fit together. He states that the continents were once a part of landmass called Pangaea, which split apart and the continents move away from each other toward their current positions. His studies concluded that at one time, all the continents were joined together in one single landmass called Pangaea. Pangaea is a Greek word which means all earth. Laurasia was a name given to the northern part of Pangaea. Gondwanaland was the name given to the southern part. Wegener had collected 5 pieces of evidences to support his theory of continental drift. Puzzle pieces. He stated that continents, especially South America and Africa, seem to fit together like a puzzle. Fossil evidence. Wegener noticed that plant and animal fossils were found on different continents. The picture shows how the fossil record supports the theory of continental drift. Cynonathus was a land reptile, so it could not have swum across an ocean, and yet its fossil remains are found on both sides of the Atlantic. Similarly, fossil remains of the fern Glossopteris can be found in Antarctica, even though its present-day climate is too cold for plant life. This indicates that Antarctica was much closer to the equator at some point in its geological past. Rock evidence. Huge belts of rocks found in Africa and South America were identical. Not only were they the same, but they would match up in age, thickness, and types if the continents were put together. Glacier evidence. There is also proof that glaciers move from Africa through the Atlantic Ocean and then on towards South America. Lastly, climate evidence. Warm weather plants have been found in the Arctic. Glacier deposits have been discovered in tropical and desert locations. The continents had to have been at different locations in the geological past. During his time, scientists thought this theory was outrageous because even though Wegener had evidence of one large land mass, he didn't have the answers to what force causes these plates to move. Due to lack of evidences, the continental drift theory was largely rejected until 1960 when Harry Hess proposed the theory of seafloor spreading. And that concludes our discussions to today's lesson. Watch out for our next video lesson. Class dismissed. Thank you and mabuhay.